Hi, I'm Ravi. I have a topic I want to talk about. It's called the liberal Christian. Liberal Christian. When I think about the term liberal and Christian, I think of an oxymoron. I think about oil and water, how the two don't mix. You know, the term really just doesn't mesh for me. It has me kind of confused in my mind. What is a liberal Christian? So I did some word search, a little short study in word search. So let's start with the word liberal. I'm going to read you 3 definitions. The first definition says that a liberal believes that the government should support social, political change. The next one is liberal are not opposed to new ideas or ways of behaving that are not traditionally or widely accepted. So that's like anything goes. And the third definition that I'm going to hang with is liberal is lacking moral restraint and broad-minded. Now, I didn't even have this in my notes, but I'm thinking right now, there's a scripture that speaks to broad is a way that leads to destruction. Let's keep going. So the definition that I'm hanging with is liberal is lacking moral restraint and broad-minded. Now, the definition of a Christian is defined as one, the broad or general definition of Christian is someone who believes that the teaching of Jesus Christ. Someone who believes the teaching of Jesus Christ. So what are the teaching of Jesus Christ? So here are a few scriptures. The first one that came to my mind is St. John 14:16. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. So if Jesus is saying that he is the truth and the light, and no one comes to the Father except through him, then what are the commandments and the protocols for that to happen, right? So then Matthew 22:37-39. It says, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all your heart, your mind, and your soul. And then he goes on to say, and the second, to love thy neighbor as thyself. So as I think about that scripture, and I think about the social climate in America, where it is the trend, it is fashionable to be profane and disrespectful to the President of the United States. Now, before you get stuck on that, this is not a plug for Mr. Donald Trump. He is a mere mortal, a person who will live and die like we all will. But what we have to understand from a Christian's perspective, we are not to have an allegiance one way or the other except to God. And so we are to respect the office of leadership, the office of leadership, not the flesh, not the person per se, but the office. But in doing so in the way that America does, in disrespecting and profaning to the president, it does not glorify God, and it's offensive from that perspective. So we're really not being very loving right now. We're a very critical society. We murder people with our lips constantly. We will praise them one day and then kill them the next. The next scripture comes is back again, St. John 14:15. And it says, if you love me, you will keep my commandments. And let's see here. And I think the last scripture that I have is 1 Peter 1:16, where it says, be ye holy, for I am holy. So these are just a few scriptures. Just a few scriptures that are direct contradiction to liberalism. Basically, liberalism is anything that goes, anything that the majority rules. And that's why we have to have systems in place in the government, because if anything goes, then it's a free-for-all and you will have chaos. So that's why there has to be some order. And so, again, the scriptures that I pulled out are in direct conflict with the teachings of Jesus Christ. So a liberal Christian is just